A true story, The Danger of Sorcery. I relate to you this true story that happened to a young man in the prime of his life. I will call him Khaled to protect his privacy. I heard it directly from him, and it serves as a powerful warning against getting involved in the world of magic and sorcery. Khaled was in his 20s, a distinguished university student, but he was suffering from strained relationships with his family and a feeling of spiritual emptiness. One night, while browsing the internet, he found a forum discussing esoteric sciences and promising to solve problems and bring wealth through unconventional means. Driven by curiosity and defiance, he entered into a conversation with a member who introduced himself as a spiritual healer. Initially, Khaled was not a strong believer, but the man astonished him by revealing precise details about his life and problems without Khaled having told him, which increased his curiosity and weakened his spiritual defenses. Khaled agreed to meet the man at his humble home in a low-income neighborhood. Khaled described the place as dark, emanating strange smells, with unknown symbols and shapes on the walls. The man gave him an amulet written on a yellow paper and ordered him to place it under his pillow and recite dark, mysterious words every night, warning him specifically not to go near the mosque or listen to the Quran during the period of treatment. Days after following the instructions, Khaled's condition began to change terrifyingly. He experienced horrifying nightmares, heard whispers next to his ear while asleep, and developed a sudden hatred for prayer and listening to the Quran. His heart would pound intensely whenever he passed a mosque. Most chillingly, his relationship with his family worsened, and he became quick to anger, isolated, as if a negative energy surrounded him. The real turning point occurred when his maternal aunt, a righteous woman, visited him. She became deeply disturbed by his appearance and the energy of the place around him. She looked at him sternly and said, "Khaled, by God, you bear the mark of the sorcerers. This is not you. Go and wash, pray 2 units, rak'at, of prayer, make ablution for God, and then listen to me." After hesitation, and thanks to a remaining flicker of light in his heart, Khaled did as she requested. While observing his state, she sat down and began reciting the verse of the throne, Ayat al-Kursi, and some authentic Islamic ruqya, exorcism/spiritual remedy. Khaled recounts, "I will never forget that feeling. I was sitting there listening, and suddenly I felt something heavy leave my chest, and my tears flowed without warning. It was a feeling like waking up from a deep dream. I felt shame and regret, but also a peace I hadn't known for months." From that moment, Khaled realized the bitter truth: he had been a victim of a sorcerer who drew him into the circle of magic. He was not a healer but a charlatan who wanted to distance him from his religion. Khaled decided to cut all ties with the man, burned the yellow paper, and began a genuine journey of recovery and return to God. Khaled committed to the Islamic ruqya, frequently reciting the Quran, especially Ayat al-Kursi and Surah al-Baqarah, and maintaining his prayers on time. The journey was not easy, as the symptoms would return now and then, but they gradually weakened as his faith and commitment strengthened. Today, years after that incident, Khaled is a completely different young man. He speaks openly about his story as a warning to youth against approaching these matters. He always says, "I was looking for a magical solution to my problems, and I almost perished. The real solution was in the Book of God and the Sunnah of His Messenger, in patience, prayer, and seeking forgiveness. The whole world is not worth disobeying God for a single moment."